Long ago, during the reign of the 6th Hung king in Gióng village, there lived a kind-hearted old woman. Every day, she would go into the forest to gather firewood. One day, suddenly, thousands of beams of light fell from the sky. Curious, the old woman followed them and discovered a giant footprint on the ground. She placed her foot inside it to see how much smaller her foot was. Unexpectedly, when she returned home, she found herself pregnant. After 12 months, she gave birth to a handsome baby boy, whom she named Gióng. Strangely, by the time the boy turned 3, he still could not speak, laugh, or move. He would only lie where he was placed. At that time, the invaders from the north were plotting to conquer the land, mercilessly oppressing the people. Suddenly, one day, the boy spoke loudly and clearly. "Mother, I want to speak to the king's envoy." His mother, startled, cried out, "My son can speak. Envoy, come quickly." The mother told the envoy everything. At first, the envoy was skeptical, but in the end, he decided to trust the child and give it a try. The boy then told the envoy, "Please return to the king and request these items for me." The envoy hurried back to the palace and reported to the king. The king ordered the forging of 3 treasures: an iron horse, an iron spear, and an iron suit of armor. Back in the village, people from all over brought food to help the boy gain strength to fight the invaders. Strangely, no matter how much food they brought, the boy ate it all, with dishes piling up like mountains. Then suddenly, the boy stood up, stretched, and grew rapidly into a giant warrior, leaving his mother and the villagers in awe. The next day, the envoy returned with the 3 items. The warrior donned the iron armor, mounted the iron horse, and rode off to battle the invaders. Before tens of thousands of enemy soldiers, the warrior charged into the fray, scattering the enemy wherever he went. The horse even breathed fire as they fought. Suddenly, the iron spear broke. Looking around, the warrior spotted a bamboo grove, uprooted a cluster, and used it as his new weapon. Wherever he swung the bamboo, the enemy fell. Unable to withstand the might of the warrior, the invaders threw down their weapons and fled back to their homeland in terror. After the resounding victory, the warrior returned to the village to share the good news. The villagers rejoiced at the triumphant return. However, the warrior knew he must return to the heavens, leaving his mother deeply moved. His mother gave him a simple ball made of woven bamboo as a keepsake to remember her by. The warrior rode his iron horse to the foot of Sokson Mountain, glanced back at his homeland one last time, and then ascended to the sky. To honor him, the villagers built a temple and bestowed upon him the title of Phu Dong Pien Vuong, the heavenly king of Phu Dong.